see big, far and wide.
What's going on, Whiskey Chaser fam? Welcome back to another video. Hope everybody is doing well out here today working on the Yamaha Bolt because in case you didn't know, we are actually going to Florida in a couple of days. I want to do some stuff to get this thing road trip ready. Now, granted, we are not going on a 1,000-mile trip. We are taking the auto train, so we'll be loading the bikes onto the train and riding from about the middle of Virginia around DC all the way down to Orlando. However, there are a few things I want to do. I want to check the oil. I'm not necessarily going to change it, but I do want to check it. I want to check the tire pressure, make sure the tire pressure is good. And then I'm also going to be adding these, which are, if you can see, these are from a Lowrider S. My buddy Lone Star 48 Chamberlain sent me these off of his Lowrider after he replaced his pegs. I am very appreciative of him doing that. If you guys don't follow Chamberlain Lone Star 48, please do me a favor, go over to his Instagram and give him a follow. Go to his YouTube if you can and give him a subscribe. And yeah, he's a pretty cool guy, makes great coffee. So if you guys like coffee, order some coffee from him. But these are a direct replacement for the Yamaha Bolt. If you didn't know, the 2018 and up Softail foot pegs fit in the mounts for the Yamaha Bolt. They're exactly the same. So I'm going to be replacing the kind of triangle, like weird ones that I have here with these straight foot pegs, and we're gonna see how that goes. So let's get going. All right, so just like the professional YouTuber I am, I forgot my tripod upstairs, so I apologize for all the weird camera angles. I'm kind of having to use this mount that I have that I've kind of rigged up. But right here is the foot peg, as you can see. So this has a cotter pin on the back of it that I'm just going to be removing and then sliding this out, and then we should be good to go. All right, so let's get this off and get the new one on. All right, cotter pin's out. So we should just slide this part out right here. Old peg, chunky boy versus new one. Longer, a little bit slimmer. Oh, so interesting. So the orientation this is supposed to go is obviously your foot goes on this part, but what I'm seeing is when you put it in here, it only fits upside down, which isn't really that big of an issue. I wear boots whenever I ride, so this is not like a super prominent part of how my foot grips into the peg. So I'll have to do it like that, but I really don't mind, it's fine. Plus the Harley bar and shield will be facing up, and I think that's hilarious. Go. All right, that's it. Easiest install I've done all year. Let's get the other side done. All right, second one is on. It is a little loose. I don't really like how loose it is. I flipped it around to see if it would fit, and it actually does, but the bottom hole right here doesn't line up correctly, so this pin doesn't go all the way through. So what I'm probably gonna do in the future is I'll drill just a little bit of that hole out on the bottom so that this pin can go through, and I'll flip them around. It does make them so that they don't fold, but I think that's fine. I think that these are gonna be a lot better because the other ones here, as you can see, are so thick. These things are chunky. But I think that with these longer and thinner pegs, it's gonna be better on the road for these long distance drives. We'll see how it goes. If not, you know, I can always do something with them. Maybe put them on the Sportster. Once again, huge thanks to Lone Star 48 for sending those to me. I really appreciate you, brother. Please go, like I said, subscribe to his channel, follow him on Instagram, and buy some of his coffee. Do that. It's a magic wand. Oil's looking okay. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Still probably got another 1,000 miles or so. So I'm not going to change it right now. I'm going to change it when we get back. Just to clarify right there, I wasn't checking the oil level. I was checking the oil, like the viscosity and how it looks, how it feels. I know that the level is fine, so I'm not worried about that. Like I said, just checking to see if it was still good to run for another road trip. Even though we're only going to do about 600 miles this time, we're not going to be doing like 2,000 miles. So like I said, I'll just change it when we get back. I think it's okay. All right, cool, we're all set. I think that just about covers all of the preventative stuff that I can handle right now here on the side of the street. So let's jump on the bike and go take a ride, see how these foot pegs feel. All right, here we go. Just gonna do a quick little rip around, see how we feel. Just lost the GoPro. Battery is dead. That's all right. I figured that was gonna happen. So first thoughts, I initially really like these foot pegs. They kind of lower my feet down a little bit so my knees are not so high. Even if it's just by half an inch, you can definitely feel the difference. Not too bad. I don't like how floppy they are. They're pretty floppy, but that's okay. Like I said, at some point I will flip them. I just have to be able to get a drill in there and drill out a little bit of that back hole just so that pin fits correctly. But otherwise, they're great. I love the barred shield on top. It's awesome. Everything else should be good to go. Oil looks fine. Tire pressure, the front was about 33, rear was about 35. The tires say 42 cold, but I like to keep them a little bit lower. I do about 40. So not much tire pressure lost. It had been a little while since I checked them, so not too bad, man. I think we're ready. Whew, it's a little cold out here. I am not dressed appropriately. All I have is this sweatshirt on. I do need to clean the air filters. I think I'm going to probably do that over the next couple of days. Usually what I do is I get to work, I take them off, I clean them out, and then I let them sit there at the bar all day and dry off while I am working my shift, so that by the time I get done with the shift, they're completely dried out, and then I can oil them and put them back on right before I leave. So I'll probably end up doing that, even though they're not terrible, so I'm not super worried about it, but I will get it done. And then, yeah, we should be good to go. Bike is running like a top, no problems. This will be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th or 6th trip this year. I don't even know. Don't even know. Can't even tell. Many trips have been had, and it runs great. Can't wait to get down to Florida. It's going to be such a good time. It's like the highlight of my year is going to this camp out. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to bring Parker. I'm so excited that it's Halloween weekend. I'm so excited to hang out with everybody again, meet up with everybody, and it's just going to be, it's going to be so cool. And once again, thank you to Chamberlain Lone Star 48 for these foot pegs. They may stay on this bike, they may go on another bike. But you know what? That's okay. I love them. I think they look great. They're way more comfortable than the factory Yamaha Bolt pegs, which are chunky slices of cheesecake. And I think they're going to do well. I think they're going to do well. Definitely a better fit for my boots and a better fit for the way that I like to sit on this bike. We'll see how she does long distance, leaving on Tuesday, riding 250 miles to DC, and then getting on the train. And then I think in Orlando we have like 100 miles or so, just over 100 miles from Orlando to Tampa. to Valrico. So that'll be a nice little trip too. It's gonna be awesome. Dude, those birds just do not give a fuck. Holy crap, there's so many. New York pigeons are built different, man. Like all that anti-pigeon shit on top of the roof. And they just are like, I don't care. I'm gonna sit here anyway. That's gonna be it for me today, folks. Thank you all for joining. If you could, please consider subscribing to the channel. I am almost at 3,000 subscribers. And when we do hit 3,000, I'm gonna be doing a giveaway for a $250 Revzilla gift card. If you would like to be entered for a chance to win that, check the description below, because that is going to give you all of the info. Also, if you would do me a favor and go buy raffle tickets for the Forgotten Angels Camp Out, you could win a Humvee, you could win a Silverwing, you could win a trip to Tampa to party with Shea Tree Surgeon Shay Lisi and all of the Brap Star crew, and a $1,000 gift card to get home wherever it is that you live. You could win that, and it's only going to cost you $25. That $25 is going directly into Forgotten Angels, which is a wonderful charity that helps young men and women who have aged out of the foster care system. You all know it. You've all heard us all talk about it so many times. The best way for you to support them is buying raffle tickets. You get 5 for $100, dude. That's 5 chances to win a fucking badass Humvee for $100. And it doesn't hit any branches on the way down, goes directly into the charity. So please go there and do that. Link is also down in the description, so go check that out. That's gonna be it. Please leave me a like, leave me a comment, possibly subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out.